All right, we are recording. Hi, guys. Welcome to your new coach kickoff call. We are so excited to be here with you tonight. I know that it says I am Melanie Mitro. I am not Melanie Mitro. I am Taylor Moliterno. It says that Tasia down there is Taylor Moliterno. We're a hot mess, but we are here. We know what we're doing. We're going to be okay telling you all about what you need to know as a new coach. But the main thing you need to know at the end of all of this is that I am not Melanie Mitro, really is the main thing you need to remember. But just to get you started, I'm going to do a screen share here with you. We have a cool PowerPoint that the real Melanie Mitro made for us. And this is just all about everything you need to know as a new coach. So I get so excited whenever I'm talking to new coaches because I can vividly remember my own new coach training and just like all the butterflies I had and how excited I was to just learn and share everything that I had learned in a challenge group with other people and be able to invite other people to join this amazing community and have the amazing results inside and out that I had myself. So for starters, I'm just so excited for you guys and I can't wait for you to kick off this new coach training. The first thing I just kind of want to mention is just some housekeeping stuff. So for starters, your new coach training is actually starting on Monday, February 5th. So you're going to want to log into Vimify. It's going to be run through an app you can do on your phone. I like to log into it on my computer. You're going to go into Vimify and create your account. Your upline coach should have a link for you to be able to join that group to make sure that you don't miss anything. So reach out to them or look in the Dream Team coach page. I know that link has been posted in there and get yourself set up in Vimify. The next thing is that in the Vimify program, there are some getting started prep tasks for you. So when you log in there are going to be a couple assignments for you to complete before your coach training actually kicks off on Monday. So go ahead and get logged in there. Make sure you get yourself acclimated. If you need any help, maneuvering that website or the app, whichever one you choose to do, just reach out to, you can just post on the Dream Team coach page, reach out to one of us and we can kind of make sure that you get set up in there and that you're comfortable with that before you start on Monday. As far as coaching goes, this little screen that you can see now says pick your path. So this is all about the different types of coaches that there are within the business. So you can see there's a discount coach. That would be someone who loves Shakeology and loves all of our products so much that we want to make sure that they're getting the best possible price on that. So they're just signing up as a coach purely for the discount and have no interest in working the business whatsoever. So my mom would be an example of someone who's a discount coach. She's been in all of my challenge groups since day one. She was my first customer, my first coach. And so for the 4 years I've been a coach, my mom has been a coach. She is a hardcore discount coach. The next kind of coach would be a hobby coach. And this is actually what I started out as. It might be someone who has a full-time job, loves the products, enjoys sharing them with others, has had great experiences in challenge groups, wants to invite their friends into challenge groups, and maybe just wants to earn a little extra income. So for me, when I first started, I definitely wanted to make the cost of my own products back, Shakeology specifically, and then I wanted to try to cover our monthly grocery bill with my business. That was really my only goal whenever I initially started coaching. So I would have categorized myself as a hobby coach at that point. And then the third type of coach is a business starter. This is someone who is all in with their business from the get-go. You have this vision that you're going to build this life of freedom for yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you want to stay at home with your kids. Maybe you want to travel a lot. Maybe you just really don't want to have to get out of bed before 10 a.m. That's like my shtick, is like, I don't want to have to show up anywhere before I'm ready to show up anywhere. So you're also growing a team that has the same kind of goals as well. Now, there also is an ebb and flow to this. So like I said, I started as a hobby coach and then eventually grew into an all-in full-time coach. So don't think because you are one of these things that you're going to be stuck in that path forever. Obviously, life is going to change. Your dreams are going to change. Whatever you want from this business, that is completely up to you. So these are just three categories that we kind of use as coaches to kind of differentiate who is at what level and what place within their business. And she even put right there, or you can be in between. Perfect. The next thing, you guys may have done this already. Whenever you signed up as a coach, you got an email that was called the First 30, and it told you exactly what to do in the first 30 minutes of starting your business, the first 30 hours, and the first 30 days. If you have not done the first 30 yet, it is a great getting your feet wet type of training. And you can log into your coach online office. So if you go to teambeachbody.com, up in the right-hand corner, log into your account, click coach, click online office, and right over here, I think, can you see my pointer? Okay, so if you click on this little whistle that says training, this will pop up for you, this getting started training. So go ahead and check that out. There's a lot of really great videos and really great just getting started right type of information, and it really breaks it down for you in a really simplistic way, so you know exactly what to do in those first 3 30s. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up your websites, your EFT management, which is how you get paid. Schedule a call with your coach and get into coach training and tour Vimify. So I know I already kind of mentioned Vimify, so I'm going to jump to the EFT management. So like I said, if you log into your coach online office, you're going to want to click on the Monitor My Business tab, which is this little one with like the graph that's growing. And then you're going to find My EFT Management. You can see, wow, Melanie, this is a beautiful PowerPoint. You're going to click on that My EFT Management, and then right in there, you fill in your bank account information. Make sure you do this like as soon as possible. Do it when you get off this call, or else you're not going to get paid as quickly as you could. So essentially, we get paid every Thursday from the work we do the prior week. If you don't put your bank account information in there, Beachbody is going to send you a paper check, and it takes a lot longer for you to actually get paid. So get your bank account information in there, so as soon as you start to help people, as soon as you start to make an impact in other people's lives, you also see an income for it on the other end. So that is something you're going to want to do as soon as you get off of this webinar. Don't do it now, because we have a lot of really fun stuff we need to tell you. The last thing I have to say, I have quite a few things actually, is just some important information. I know I'm flying through this, guys, but honestly, this is something that once you get acclimated with the back office, we call it the back office, or your coach online office, it's just going to become second nature to you. But you're going to want to bookmark this link generator website. So it's all right here. And if you actually just go to coachfaq.com and just type in the search bar link generator, it will pull up for you. What I do is bookmark them on my phone, so they're on the home screen on my phone. I know you can't see it, but I can just click on that website and it will pull it up. This actually creates links specific to you. So when you're trying to send customers links to different products or challenge packs, they're not like scouring through the website trying to find what they need. You just send them exactly what you've talked to them about so that they can get a direct link. Or we also have a new option in the coach online office called it's called Share a Cart. So you're going to want to check that out too. There's a really great video that Kim Carver has done that I can share as well, where he walks you through what Share a Cart is. Share a Cart is awesome. You actually build your customers' shopping cart for them. So if you're talking to a new customer and they're like, I want the All Access Challenge Pack with Chocolate Shakeology, I can go in there and put All Access Challenge Pack, Chocolate Shakeology, their name, their email address. It sends them a link completely linked up with me with exactly what they want to order, and they just have to complete the purchase. So it's really awesome. FAQs, like I said, is just coachfaq.com. So if you have any questions that are, back office type related questions or business related questions, you can always check the FAQs first. And then if you can't find what you're looking for, ask one of us. But the FAQs are like a gold mine of knowledge. Anything you need to know about the business is in the FAQs. So I cannot reiterate that enough. Jen, are you okay? Okay. And then I talked about getting into the coach Vimify training, which starts on Monday, February 5th. Just a couple side notes. Was that my last slide? Okay. Mel gave me a couple Post-it notes to just mention really quickly. So your coach training that starts on Monday, every Monday at noon, there is going to be a training call. So for 4 weeks on February 2nd or February 5th, Melanie will be doing a new coach training call at noon. On February 12th, Deidre will be doing a call at noon. On February 19th, Taylor, me, I will be doing a new coach training call at noon. And on February 26th, Alicia Smith will be doing a coach training call at noon. And there are different topics for all of those calls. So make sure if you can listen in live. I know noon, maybe some of you would be on a lunch break. Maybe your little ones are taking a nap. Whatever you're doing, if you can jump on live, definitely get on live so you can ask questions. And if you can't catch live, the recording will always be posted in Vimify. So if you miss it and you need to listen to the recording, it will be in there for you. And then the last thing is that you should all be in the Dream Team United coach page. This is a Facebook group for any coach in the Dream Team organization, the whole entire Dream Team organization. And what's really cool about that page is that every single week, different leaders on the Dream Team and at all different levels in their business go live on different days of the week to kind of just share tips, share their transformation story. On Fridays, you can ask them anything. So coaches will just jump on live. And if you have any questions, you can just ask them live and get them answered live immediately. Every week when you check the banner, the banner at the top of the group, it will tell you who is talking at what time during the week. So make sure that you're in that group. Those are other just really quick trainings, mostly like off the cuff trainings, really fun for you to get to know a ton of different coaches on the team and just get a ton of support. I think that is all I have. Did I miss anything? I got a lot of information stuff out. So I'm going to toss it on over to Sarah? Tasia. Okay. All right, one sec. I was looking for Tasia. There you go. Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm also going to share my screen just a little bit, but my name is Tasia Verno. I am not Taylor. You just heard from her. Like she said, we're a little bit of a hot mess, but we have so much great information that we're sharing with you tonight, and we all know it really well. So even though we can't get our names right, we definitely have all of our information straight, and you're going to leave tonight's call with all kinds of great things to just kickstart you and really get started. So I am actually going to talk a little bit about that, about launching your business. And I hope that as I talk with you about it, that it will ease any anxieties that you might have about putting yourself out there on social media, because that tends to be kind of the first thing that you might feel like, oh my goodness, now I need to put myself out there. So let's talk about that a little bit. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see here. Okay. Am I? I am going to. Sorry, guys. Where'd you go? Okay. I don't know if I can do it.
What do you need to do?
Share the screen.
You want me to put it back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me when you want me to scroll.
Go ahead and scroll. Okay, so let's talk about launching your business a little bit. So I'm going to show you some examples, and then I'm also going to give you just some pointers when it comes to launching your business. So it's actually much more simple than it sounds, because launching your business sounds really, really important, right? If you think about a restaurant launching their business, or a clothing line, or some kind of brand, they think about their launch for a really long time. They really think about how they're going to get out there, because they want to make a great first impression. And although you want to do that as well, it is something that evolves. Your brand evolves. Who you are on social media is going to evolve. It's going to take time. So your first thing that you put out there as a coach is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be gorgeous. I don't want you to take too long worrying about the photo, worrying about your words, worrying about how many people like it. I don't want you to focus on that. I just want you to do it. I just want you to launch the business. And so I want you to tell a little piece, not your whole story, but a little piece of your story. And so what I mean by that is there's a reason why you came into coaching. Maybe you were in a challenge group, you had really awesome results, and you want to share that with other people. Great. That's something you could talk about it. How do you feel now? How did that group go? How did you really appreciate the accountability? How did that make an impact on your results? I think that when you start to share your personal story, that's when people start to connect. That's when people start to take notice. There's a reason that people are friends with you on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platform you like best. There's a reason why people are following you. There's a reason why you guys are there. It's probably because you like to share photos of your kids, or you like to share photos of your dogs, or you just like to show people what you do in your free time. And that's what you're using social media for. So you're going to keep doing that even though you are launching your business as a coach. So don't lose yourself. Be authentic. Make sure that you are being absolutely you. So here's a really great example of a coach who launched her business by showing her before and after. Or for you, it might be a before and during. Lots of coaches are still on their journey. I am one of those coaches. I'm still working on me. So I'm not showing an after, I'm showing a right now. And that's okay. That's great. So she talked a little bit about, if you scroll down a little, you can see that if Taylor scrolls down a little, you can see that she talks a little bit about the short workouts that she did. And she talks about the different challenge groups that she did. And then, wouldn't you know it, she's got a little call to action at the end. She invites others to join her on the next challenge. And before you get all nervous, like, how do I run a group? I don't know what to do about a group. Don't worry about it, because that's what we are here for. That's what your upline is here for. You can run groups with other coaches, but let people know that you want to help them, that you want to coach them. That should be part of your launch. So let's scroll down and look at the next example. Again, here's another before and after, and there's more information about the support group. There's more information about why she fell in love with Beachbody and these programs. There's another great call to action at the end that says, I'm opening my doors to online coaching. People aren't going to know that you're open for business unless you let them know that you're open for business. So don't be afraid. You absolutely want to own this opportunity. You decided to say yes. You decided to take the leap. So let it shine. Put it out there. Let people know. And the best part about this is that you don't have to do it just once. Your launch is not going to be just one masterfully crafted post. It's going to be multiple things. It's going to be daily. It's going to be 3 times a day. It's going to be often, because you're going to catch different people at different times. So if you share something, great. Share a little piece of your story, have a little call to action in there, and then share it again and again and again and again in different ways with more pieces to your story. People love your story, and we want to hear that too. So let's keep scrolling down, and I just want to give you a couple of tips as you launch your business. So most importantly, and I think I talked about that, be yourself. Be authentic. Be 100% you. So what kind of words do you use? What kinds of things do you say? Y'all? Do you say yins? Do you say you guys? Put that in there. Be yourself. If you, if you speak a certain way, or if there's certain things that you like to make reference to, or if you're the girl who really loves the fitness part of it, or you're the girl who really loves the nutrition part of it, talk about that. Be yourself. Breadcrumb your story. Don't write someone a novel, because nobody's going to read it. You've been on social media, and how often do you read really long posts? So we want to hear a part of your story, but a little part. And then we want to be curious. We want to be like, oh, I want to know the rest. I want to know what else is going on with this girl. So I'm going to reach out to her and I'm going to ask. So just a little breadcrumb is all you need. Show your why. A picture that you use for this doesn't have to be a before and after. It could just be a reason why you are doing this coaching thing. So you and your kids, you feeling great after a workout, what is your why? You don't need to be wordy, but at the end, I strongly recommend having some kind of call to action. And it shouldn't just be something simple like message me. It should be specifically what's coming up and how you can support others. and how they can reach you. All right, let's keep going because I do want to talk a little bit about some product knowledge for you guys. So as you know, or maybe you are learning, that there are a lot of products with Beachbody, and that's great because that means we can reach every single person. I tell people all the time that unless someone has some kind of Beachbody product in their house, they haven't been reached yet. And I really do genuinely feel like that. So, we have our fitness programs. Many people are using Beachbody On Demand now. It is our best way to reach people with fitness programs because you get every single fitness program ever right there on demand at your fingers, along with their nutrition plans, recipes, all that great stuff. So we have the fitness part of it. We have the nutrition side with our Shakeology. There's vegan Shakeology. There's Daily Sunshine. For those who are a little bit younger and wanting to join in with drinking the shake. And then we have our performance line as well. But there's other things that you might not see in this image, like the 3-day refresh. So, depending on where you live, if you're a UK coach, if you're a Canadian coach, or a US coach, your products might be a little bit different. So make sure that you become educated on that. What can you offer your customers? Now, I don't expect you to be an expert on all of this. That's really impossible. And to be honest, I have been a coach for 3.5 years and I'm still learning. There are things that I'm still trying. And wouldn't you know it, Beachbody keeps throwing new stuff at us. So we have to always be learning. And that really does make it fun. It means that we're running right alongside our challengers as coaches. So I want you to spend a little bit of time looking around on the website, look under that shop tab and see where things are placed. See where they are. Take a look at the Shakeology. Take a look at the performance line if you've never tried it before. You have a 25% off discount. Order a few things. Try things out. See how you like them. When you have Beachbody On Demand, you can truly just click on all the different programs and take a look and see. If you want to see something that's weight training or something that's all cardio, it tells you right on there on Beachbody On Demand what it is. So you can do a little exploration. The little tiny image on the right side of your screen there is Share a Cart. And I know that Taylor talked about that a little bit, how you can actually build a shopping cart for your customers. It's amazing. It's amazing that you can do that. It makes it foolproof. And guess what? Beachbody helps us out. Because if they are ordering a challenge pack, Beachbody might say, you know what? You're going to want Energize with this kind of workout. Or Beachbody will say, how about throwing in a 3-day refresh? It's really going to kick off your fitness. So Beachbody helps you out with the website, and that's new for us, and you guys get to take advantage of that, which I think you're pretty lucky about. So the other part about product knowledge is there's always something new, right? There's always some kind of launch of a fitness program or something that's nutrition. So I want you to embrace the new stuff. And even if it's not really something that you are fully excited about or something that you might be uncomfortable with, I'll be honest, when Country Heat was released, I wasn't super excited because country music and we are not best friends. And I still tried the workout. I still did those 30 days. And wouldn't you believe it, I had results. So as a coach, you get to do these things. You get to be a part of new programs releasing, and you are the face of that. So be excited and be part of those launches as they come out. You might be surprised how much you actually love them. So again, don't feel like you need to go learn all these products and be an expert on all of them, because there is a lot to learn. Be an expert on what you love and what you use on the daily and share that with others. All right, so I think I'm going to pass it on to Sarah because she's going to talk a little bit more about social media, which will help you out as you launch your business. So let's see here. I'm going to mute myself and send it over to Sarah.
Hey guys, can you see my screen? Yes, thumbs up. Taylor, Melanie, well, not Melanie, but can you guys see the screen or not?
Is it my screen or your screen?
It should be mine. I'm moving it. Is that,
yeah. I can see yours. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Everybody, I'm so excited to get to talk to you on the topic of social media. I say this because prior to being a full-time coach, I actually used to be a business education teacher, and one of the courses that I taught was social media marketing. So for me, this is a really exciting area, and this is for some of you, it's scary, but it can be really fun. So I'm going to ask that as a brand new coach, I want you to commit to something. I want you to commit to learning social media and having fun with it. Don't let social media freak you out. Don't feel like you have to, gain all these new followers right away. Like, just have fun with this business and with your journey and learn as you go. There's a million apps out there. There's a million tips and hacks to make your profile pictures look better and everything. And we'll share those with you. But I just want you to have fun with this business. And so first I want to touch on a topic that for me as a past teacher, this was a hard thing. I remember my upline coach saying, okay, welcome to the business. The only way to kick this business off is that you need to make your profile public. Guys, I used to teach high school. Do you think that teaching high school students made me want to have my social media public where I was then sharing pictures of me working out? No, it scared me to death. But I had to step back and I had to say, is this going to be a business? If it is, you have to make your stuff public, because what you're doing, if you're keeping your stuff private, say you're keeping your stuff private on Instagram, it's like you have a storefront and you're getting ready, we know the business is coming and it's a grand opening and everybody's excited about it. But on your business front, you never open the doors. You have to open up the doors and you have to let people into it. So you have to start sharing your story and you have to start sharing the journey. So anyways, if you haven't made your public or your profile public yet, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Instagram, that's step one. And that's so that others can see what you're doing and can see your journey. Now, what I want to talk about for your profile picture is really important. Your profile picture needs to be of you. It needs to be clear. It shouldn't be your family. Your profile picture, you're the face of the business. So if you don't have a profile picture of you yet, I need you to do that. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy at this time. What you can do is you can actually, I see the chat coming on. I just want to make sure that you guys can all hear me. Yeah. Okay, we're good. But what you can do is you can get your camera, cell phone camera if you have a good one, or just a regular camera, and you can go and you can stand against a white wall in your house or a bright wall and use good lighting and just have somebody take a close-up of you, do your makeup, do your hair, whatever, and be in the picture, because they need to see you. They need to see who they're interacting with. So the lighting should be good. Put in a decent outfit. Guys, I got ready for you tonight for the call. I hadn't showered all day and I was getting ready at 8:30. My husband's like, why are you getting ready for the day? I was like, because this is the face of the business. I need to be ready for the day. So make your profile picture look like you showed up and that you tried. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share something with you regarding Instagram, because Instagram is changing. And I know that for some of you, this is where you are. In fact, a lot of my new coaches, when I was saying, come and join my team page, they were saying, I don't have Facebook. And so I'm learning that Facebook is, it's changing, and the dynamic of social media is changing, and I'm finding that a lot of people are on Instagram, and right now this is where the business is really hot. So I'm going to tell you something about Instagram. There is two faces of Instagram. There's the face that people see in your feed, and that's the part that has to look Instagram worthy, right? That's the part where the pictures do need to look scroll stopping. But then there's the stories side. If you guys aren't using IG stories yet, I want you to start now. And IG stories is the place where you get to share your journey. You get to be real, raw, and unfiltered. And you don't have to worry about the lighting being perfect, and you don't have to worry about, even saying anything. This is just where you get to share the journey. And I will tell you, this is where I have seen the most traction in my business, is by sharing IG stories. So what I'm going to do for a quick second is I'm just going to show you kind of an example. So this is what can you guys see my screen? This is what my IG account looks like on the front page. And so I don't post, if you looked at my IG, you would have to really actually you would have to try to realize I'm a Beachbody coach, because when you go to my IG page, I don't want you running away, right? We don't want people to run away, because that's what happens. Sometimes you go to somebody's page and they're like, oh my God, she's selling Shakeology, she's kissing Shakeology. I don't want to be her friend. And so that can be a turnoff. And so with Instagram, it's really important, if you're going to use this as your platform, your photos here, they need to look scroll stopping. And I'm not saying that every single one of my pictures are good, but I want you to understand that for the most part, my pictures have thought put into them. And they probably, like this, I don't want this to sound fake, but like a lot of the photos are posed. A lot of the props are set there intentionally. A lot of the lighting is intentional. And I don't want you to obsess about this, because that's like something that can happen where you worry like every picture has to be perfect. It doesn't, but you do need to put some thought into what's showing up on the front page of your business, because you want them to stay. You don't want them to come to your account and say, ugh, she's just selling me a product, or he's just selling me a product. You can talk and be a product of the product in your stories. I would encourage you later, if you want, my Instagram account is Sarah Elizabeth 27. I would encourage you to go watch my stories. You'll see it doesn't quite look as filtered as the front page of the business does, if that makes sense. So what I would just encourage you to do is just please start using Instagram, and please start sharing the journey through your stories. Now, what I'm going to show you are a couple fun little hacks here. I'm not going to show you a lot because this is a whole call topic, but behind all of these photos are intention. And whether it's intention with lighting or the position of the camera or the props that are around you, we're intentional about it. And it's funny because it didn't used to be the case. I have been a coach now for, it'll be 4 years in March. And if you look back at some of my posts from 4 years ago, I thought that you had to take the picture of your workout while you were working out. So like I'm midair in some of the pictures, like they're bad, they're real bad. And I learned that they don't need to be bad. They need to be eye-catching. So I want you to pay attention to the things that are around you. If you have a disaster on your counter and you want to show what your dinner looks like, just slide the disaster out of the way a little bit and really like, I don't know, just try a little bit. So like, for example, I learned from one of the coaches when I was relatively new. She said, food pops better on a white plate. And I was like, yeah, but I have brown plates. She's like, so go to Target and buy a white plate and buy a white bowl and little things like that. And I was like, oh, this is stupid. But man, it makes your food look better, right? And that's what we want. We want people to stay. When they come to your stuff, we want them to see it and stay and be attracted to it. I'm going to show you a couple other things that you may want to think about getting. So this is called a ring light. Can you all see it glowing? You can hook this onto your cell phone so that when you take your pictures, your lighting is better. So look, you can see my face is glowing already more. You can get this on Amazon for $10. There's also something called a Lumi light. It's like a case for your cell phone, but I've had a bad experience with Lumis. I've dropped a couple times and it's cracked my screen. So I wouldn't recommend a Lumi. But anyways, lighting is important. If you look behind me right now, me, do you see this big light that I have? That big light costs $30 on Amazon. A lot of coaches use this whenever they're doing their calls, whether they are doing their workouts. Like maybe you work out in a really dark space in the basement. That light, you put that on and now your workout pictures will pop. One last thing that I have behind me that I want to share with you is I have a tripod. Again, Amazon, $20. This tripod will save your life, and I'll tell you why. It can be adjusted, but when you're taking your pictures or you're doing your workouts or whatever, you can use this. I spent 2 years propping my phone up on water bottles and computers and chairs trying to get the right angle. If you want your pictures to really just stand out, I would say buy the tripod. And all of these things are going to be business write-offs for you down the road. So they will be, when you do your taxes, you can write them off because they are a business necessity. And I think you'll be really grateful that you have them. I just don't want you to, I hope that you didn't watch all these things tonight that I just showed you and think, oh my gosh, like I'm not a professional. I wasn't either. I was a teacher who had 100 followers on social media. And now I am working from home. I'm retired. And I just figured this out, and I have faith that all of you can too. So I'm going to switch it over now to, I think Jen, you're up next, right? I'm going to make Jen the host.
Hi, friends. Okay, so Taylor, are you going to continue to? Does that work? Who's doing the slides? Is Taylor doing?
I can hear you. You just kept muting and unmuting, and it was like, what do you want me to do?
Are you running the slides?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, just checking. All right, guys. So great info so far. Hopefully you guys are feeling excited. So we're going to talk a little bit now just about some, vital behaviors and things like that. And I know it's getting late, and I promise I talk super fast. We're going to do a crash course. But if you take anything from anything we've talked about tonight, listen to this next slide because it's so important. All right. So first of all, my name is Jen Guthrie. I started this business as a hobby, and I was a full-time teacher. And I'm actually not a teacher anymore, but I'm a full-time graduate student. I left my teaching job, and I'm telling you that because it starts off as a hobby, and then you just never know what can turn into. And, you can use it as a platform for a whole lot of things. Would never be here if I hadn't just started. But to become successful in this business, and I'm not, one of those people that are going to put a cap on your success. Sky is the limit, okay? But the 4 things I'm about to cover is exactly how you get there. So you have to make sure that this little piece, the 4 vitals, is something that you take away from this call tonight. So the first vital behavior of a coach, and what we mean by that is these are 4 things you do every single day, all right? 4 things that are so important. I have done these 4 things every single day for 3 years, and I've built in a humble way, massively successful business, and anyone else can do it too. But you got to be willing to do the 4 things. Number 1, invite, invite, invite. Now, if you just got tense and thought, oh my gosh, I have to copy and paste and send awkward messages, no. You're not going to do that. Your coach is going to help you. I don't even want you thinking about that right now. Just hear what I'm going to say. So inviting every single day has a lot of different pieces. It can be adding people to your network. It can be thanking someone for liking a post. It can be putting a post out there that you're a coach, hosting a challenge group. But it's something that you're doing every single day. So this does not necessarily mean, copy and paste and send private messages. This is all around you're making it obvious that you're a coach, you run challenge groups, you help people get fit, and they can join you. That should be the one thing someone goes to your page and they see. So if you read there, it says, invite everyone to join challenge group, focus on their goals, follow up, help them get results. We're going to dive into this behavior in coach training. And if you have questions or concerns about it, or you're not sure what you should be doing, just message your upline coach. I promise you, they are here to help you with this. So, I'm just going to tell you a really simple invite really quick that I send on a daily basis. When people like my post or I think they're interested, I literally say this verbatim. I say, hey, Taylor, thanks so much for the love on my fitness post this morning. I really appreciate the support on my journey. Would love to have you in a challenge group if you're interested. Boom. That's what I say. I don't give anything more than that because they can go to my page and see that I'm a coach and what I do. So it's almost like my page is backing up what I said. So don't overthink that. Don't feel like you have to word vomit all over people. Short, sweet, to the point. If you're ready to dive into that already, talk to your coach. They will give you guidance there. Number 2, be proof the products work. So essentially what we mean by this is, would you go get someone who has, I'm trying to think of a good way to do this without sounding mean. Would you go to someone who had jacked up hair and let them do your hair? No, you would not. Would you go to someone who is not good at their job and hire them? No, you wouldn't. So being proof the product works. You are sharing what this is doing for you. Yes, you have to drink Shakeology or performance supplements. Yes, you have to do a workout program. Yes, you have to get results because you are the walking billboard of your business. They don't buy into Beachbody, they buy into you. They want to see that you show up, you're doing it, what you say works. You are a product of the product. So I hope that makes sense. So you are literally a walking success story. That's the little tab says there. And one of my new coaches that's actually on this call tonight, she was like, I literally watched you from day 1 to right now. And so she can probably attest to the fact that I've literally shared my transformation and my story every step of the way. So if you're wondering, do I have to do these workouts? Do I have to do these programs? Yes. Yes, you do. All right. So make sure that that's on your to-do list. Pick your program, talk with your coach, get started, and I want you to share that journey because honestly, your success is what attracts others to join you and have success of their own. All right, number 3, personal development. I will tell you that this is the vital behavior that most people disregard. They think, oh my gosh, I'm doing good. I don't need to invest in myself. I don't need personal development. So personal development can either be an audiobook, a book, devotional, whatever you do for about 10 minutes a day that builds you up. Some of my favorites based on different scenarios. I mean, if you're a new coach, GoPro is great. The Compound Effect is great. Confidence Code is great. My personal favorite personal development books are The Best Yes. That's kind of a Christian-based book on decision making. There's just no limit, but it's about taking 10 minutes a day to give yourself something good, because out there in the world, you're going to get filled with a lot of bad. So it's up to you and only you to fill yourself 10 minutes a day with something good, because you are what you tell yourself you are. So every morning, just a quick personal development. I have a few sticky notes and I pretty much read them out loud to myself. Like, they're not humble. It's personal development, but I'm like, I'm the best there ever was. I am super confident. I'm a kick-ass coach. Sorry, I just cussed. I'm going to, blow the roof off of this month, whatever I need to tell myself, because that's what it's going to believe. So I'm challenging you to get invested in personal development. I'll give you some examples at the end. Number 4, recognize, recognize, recognize. It doesn't necessarily have to be recognizing coaches on your team. Someone signs up with you, message them and say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. If they share results with you, ask if you can shout them out on social media. If you follow my social media page, I always am sharing Challenger transformations, but I do always ask for their permission first. I'm not going to put someone's half-naked self out there without their permission, for sure. Recognize yourself. I think that's something that goes so it's too minimum, and you're allowed to brag about yourself a little, okay? You got to tell people how great you are if you want them to believe. You tell them how great you are, they'll believe you, okay? Share your own journey, share what you do. But celebrating other people is what brings joy to this business, in my opinion. I love to talk with other coaches, shout each other out, lift each other up, pump each other up. That's what makes it great. All right, so let's head to the next slide. Now that we've covered the 4 vitals, and we will dive into that in your coach training, guys. All right, so Emerald rank. This is what the first big step in actually building your business is Emerald rank. So what it means is, you can see here, this is you, and you're gonna have 2 people under you. You can talk with your coach about the best strategy to do that. Every team is different, and even though we're all part of the dream team, I'm sure we all have different ways that we teach our teams to go Emerald, but essentially these are 2 coaches under you, okay? So you're gonna sign up your 2 people as coaches. One will be on your left, one will be on your right. Boom, you're an Emerald coach. All right, so why is this important? Number 1, it unlocks the compensation plan. I am not gonna go all into cycle bonus or how it works, but essentially, this is what happens. There's you have a left leg, you have a right leg, okay? Once you become Emerald, what that does is it unlocks something called cycle bonus. So your income generated or your volume generated on this side and this side cycle out, and that is gonna produce your residual income. I will tell you that, I don't know, probably 90% of my income now is residual income, if not more than that. And that's all comes from building with your rank. We will discuss this further in coach training. Don't freak out and think you can't do it. I promise all of you guys can easily become Emerald within your first 30 days. I won't be surprised if half of you are Emerald by next Thursday, okay? So set that on your goal board. I'm challenging you to do that, because that's how you get your team cycle bonus. Until you're an Emerald coach, you don't have access to that. So even the first time you'll probably cycle $14. That's $14 freaking dollars that you wouldn't have if you weren't an Emerald coach. And I don't know about you, but that sounds like sushi date to me. So focus on that. Get to that goal. It's a super simple goal to reach super quickly. All right, next slide. All right, business activity tracker. So this is just a generic business tracker. There's lots of different ones. You can go to Pinterest, you can go to Google, you can go to your coach, whatever, lots of trackers, but essentially it's gonna hold you accountable to doing those 4 vital behaviors we talked about. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. This will be uploaded, I'm sure, into the Dream Team page and everything else. But as you can see, it just gives you this can be done in seriously 30 minutes. Everything you need to do in a day to build your business can be done in 30 minutes, and you literally track it through here. So I will challenge you to use those. It's important. And honestly, I feel like when you don't use a tracker in the beginning, you might spend a lot of time just sitting and staring at your social media so use a tracker, okay? It's like learning how to ride a bike. Use the tracker, get yourself going, and eventually you can probably leave it behind and develop your own system. But when you're starting out, This is going to be your best friend. All right, next slide. Whew, energized. Okay. So some important information. Every Monday at 11 o'clock Eastern time, it's 8 a.m. Is that Pacific time? It's 8 a.m. Pacific time, I think. I don't know what BST is. Sorry, I live in Mississippi. All right. So anyways, 11 a.m. Eastern time, the National Wake Up Call comes on. We always share that in the pages when that comes on. You'll get an email automatically telling you what it is, what the subject is, what it's going to be about. And those are just like 20 or 30 minute calls that you can listen to. They're not video chats, but they do play them, I think, now live. So we'll share those links. But it's great, and you get to hear from all kinds of leaders from all different walks of the business, all different backgrounds, all different team styles and everything else. So it's really just a great way to plug in, and honestly, it's a healthy dose of personal development for the week. So after your first 30 days of coach training, you have team pages, and we have the weekly feature trainings that Taylor mentioned in the beginning. So if you're part of the Dream Team Coach page, you'll see in the cover photo, and these are just little live videos people do. So again, it's just Facebook Live. You don't have to log into a call. You're not going to be seen. You just get to go on there and learn as you grow. Taylor also talked about the Coach Training University call on Mondays, so we'll continue to post about that. Make sure your coach is getting you set up in a challenge group, because again, you need to be a product of the product and understand how that works. So the biggest takeaways and goals you guys can set for yourself, if you have a pen or a note on your phone or whatever, this is what you're going to focus on this month. Number 1, Success Club. And just to be clear, your first consecutive month is the first month that counts for Success Club. So if you signed up like, January 20th, your first consecutive month is February. So if you hit Success Club 5 or higher, which is 3 challenge packs, 3 challengers in your challenge group, you hit it for 3 months in a row, you're going to get a free ticket to Summit. Okay, if you hit it all year long, that's how you get invited on the free cruises and the Success Club trips and those types of things. So Success Club needs to go on your goal board. Your coach will talk to you more about that. So I want you to write down Success Club 5 on your little sticky note for goals in your first 30 days. The second goal I want you to write down for your first 30 days is Emerald rank. And the third goal I want you to put down is product of the product, because this is the time where you actually get to do a program, work through it, and get your own results. So is there another slide, Taylor? I feel like I have one more. 2 more. All right, so there it is. There's what I just told you for your takeaways. And getting into personal development, Melanie recommended The Compound Effect. Go to Amazon. It's like $7 for the paperback, and start The Compound Effect for your personal development. Every coach is different, so touch base with your upline coach about your first challenge group. Most likely they are running that first group for you or with you, so that you will just have to focus on inviting, and you can learn to run a challenge group after that. And let's go ahead and look at our last slide here. Yay, it's my favorite. Okay, so if you are a brand new coach and you just got on this call, there is a chance that you feel a lot like this little chick in the picture. And I just want you to know that it's fine, okay? You don't have to know what you're doing. You don't have to master it all. You don't have to be good at it now. If I go back, my little on this day pops up from 3 years ago, and I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. How in the world did I ever get past this and become successful? I promise you, we have all been there. The biggest thing that you can do right now to fail is compare yourself to other people, okay? You cannot compare your day 1 to my year 3, month 2, okay? Not fair to you, not fair to anyone else. I want you to follow your own journey, keep your eyes on the road, your training wheels are on, you're wobbly, it's fine, okay? Because eventually they will be off, and you are gonna be a champ, and you're gonna know exactly what to do. So I see the chat, so let me just make sure. Yes, the slides, we will make sure that you guys get a copy of these slides, and you will get a copy of this recording. And then the chat was just some ring lights and stuff like that. So that is all I believe we have for you guys tonight. Your calls to action, talk to your coach. Reach out to your coach. Tell them your takeaways from the call. Watch for the Vimify link to get plugged into your coach training. That's going to go a little more in depth on all of this. Guys, 30 days is a long time, okay? So don't feel like you have to take everything from this call and be like, oh my gosh, I have to do this right now. You have 30 days. You have 30 days to kill it, okay? So you're gonna be just fine. and you guys are going to crush it. I have full faith. Let me see. There's 57 people on this call. There's 54 people still hanging with us. You guys are going to kill it. All right. All of you. Just be confident and don't try to be an expert, and you're going to be fine. You know, just put your feet on the floor, one foot in front of the other. And if you fall down, that's fine. You have a coach that's going to pick you up. So I think that is it. We'll share this recording with you guys. If you have questions, reach out to your coach. Coach training kicks off February 5th, so that would be Monday. And other than that, I think we're good to go.
Bye, guys. Awesome.
Bye, guys.
I'll post the link in the Dream Team Coach page as soon as it uploads. Have a good night.